Don't come and pee on my face and tell me it's raining. No, Katie, no. Hello. Welcome to El Mundo de Andy. This is my world and I'm Andy. Sorry. Today we're going to rage against the machine. No, against Katie Sorensen. This is a woman that back in December, she faked an attempted kidnapping, okay, and tried to implicate the fake kidnapping on the Martinez couple, okay? I know, wait. Katie Sorensen is a woman from Sonoma, California, I think. She was shopping with her children at a Michael's, and that's when she saw a Hispanic couple, the Martinez couple, okay? So apparently in her Machiavellica, I don't know how to say that, but in her sick mind, she was like, oh, I can use them to further my career as a momfluencer. A momfluencer apparently is like a mother who is an influencer, so she capitalizes on her children and on her motherhood. And to each their own. I'm not going to judge her for that. No. I'm going to judge her for being a shitty person, an evil person, okay? Now, we're going to see together one of the videos she made where she spins the yarn, pulls the page, I don't know how you want to call it, and she tells her lies, okay? Lies Zamenelli. And we're going to see how easy and breezy she is when she lies. And the thing is, at first, when she manipulated the police because she went to the police, her audience because she used to be an influencer, and also the internet because it propagated everywhere, that story, everybody believed her, okay? And the security footage of Michael's where the couple is seen, it was put out in the media. They were looking for them, okay? Now, I applaud, I know it's weird that I'm applauding policemen for doing the basic, but I applaud the policemen because they were like, this is weird. We need to investigate a little more. And also, the Martinez couple, they were brave as fuck. Why? Because the daughter saw them on the media, and she was like, hey, mom, dad, they are looking for you. Apparently you tried to kidnap children? What's happening? No? So something like that. So they went to the authorities and they were like, okay, that photo, yes, it's us, but we were shopping at Michael's. We were not kidnapping, snatching white babies, okay? So the authorities went and investigated, and they came to the conclusion that Katie Sorensen is a lying liar, pants on fire, okay? And now she is facing two counts, and if she is condemned on the 2 counts, she could get a maximum of 6 months each, or like a year, okay? And I am not okay with this at all, and we're going to see the video and I'm going to explain why I am not okay? Now, who the hell am I? Yeah, I started like, woo! I am a Mexican lady living here in the States since 4.5 years ago. My husband and I and my 3 dogs came here to the States for a shot at a better life, okay? And I have stories. I have stories of racist asshole people, but right now it's not my story, okay? So let's see. And now, before somebody tells me, I'm sure you are a lefty Democrat. I am a lefty in real life, like, yeah. But no, I'm not a Democrat. Holy shit. I could do a whole series of videos of how you here in the States are so divided. No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I use different lenses for different problems. Okay, that's it. Now, the video, I couldn't get it from the original source because Katie Sorensen is a liar and a coward. So she disappeared from the internet, but the internet is the internet. Yes. And somebody got the video. So I'm using this footage is from what's your name? A channel called Plunder. And I'm using a part of their video. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. Oh, volumen. Ahí está. We're not gonna see everything because she rambles a lot and she puts herself like the hero and the victim at the same time. Like, oh my God, I'm so brave for sharing this. And also like, oh my God, I was the victim. My children were blah, blah. It's a lot of blah, blah, blah and manipulation. So.
Best needing to get this information out there. So here we go. On Monday of this week, my children were the targets of attempted kidnap.
Now, I have to say something there. Yeah, I speak a lot. I know. Here, I think she is manipulating the people with this paranoia you have here in the States of getting snatched, of getting kidnapped. I'm not saying that people in the States do not get kidnapped, but because I'm Mexican, I lived almost all of my life in Mexico. My parameters for measuring ¿cómo se dice amenaza? Danger are very different. So I think she was like, oh, this is a hot topic. Let me get on board. In Spanish, we would say, se subió al tren del mame, pero, okay.
So I'm going to share a story in an effort to raise that awareness, but I'm not ready. This is hard for me. I'm not ready to share this story, but I know it's important and I would rather be uncomfortable and awkward and get the message out sooner than wait until I feel composed.
Okay, composed. First of all, let's remember all of this is a lie. Yeah. She went to Michael's. She brought her babies. They saw the Hispanic couple, the Martinez couple was in Michael's shopping. Oh my God, sorry. For those who do not know what Michael's is, because the majority of my audience is in Latin America. Hi. Michael's is like a big ass store for arts and crafts, like manualidades, como la parisina o creo que hay uno que se llama Miguel o algo así. I don't remember, but yeah, kind of like that. So people go there to buy shit to do arts and crafts, okay? But yeah.
So we get to Michael's. I park as far away as possible in an effort to not inconvenience others with our big stroller. That was all.
She is such a warrior. She has suffered. She parks far away.
I noticed a gentleman. He is parked in the spot, not in front of me, but to the left, 2 spots. He gets out of his car and starts walking towards me. And my thought is, oh, he's just gonna offer to help me because they probably look like I need help or something. So I get the kids in the stroller and we go into the store and they come in and they walk kind of close behind me. I definitely felt the heebie-jeebies. I didn't feel good, but I thought I was judged.
Okay, the people, if you don't know what heebie-jeebies, I'm going to speak Spanish. Es como cuando dices que algo te da ñañaras, como que algo te acosa, como que te eriza la piel. O sea, esta muchacha vio a esa pareja y se le erizó la piel. Le dio cosa, le dio ñañaras. ¿Sí? Okay.
judging a book by its cover. They were not like kind. That sounds bad, but they weren't clean-cut individuals.
She was trying to say they were not white. I'm sorry. Let's all grab our hands with sanitizer and be like real. She was trying to say they were not white. Yeah. Don't come and pee on my face and tell me it's raining. No, Katie, no.
But then I hear them talking, and they are describing in detail the characteristics of my children. They're saying blonde hair, blue eyes, maybe 1 year old, trying to guess ages. And I just kind of ignore it. I'm like, maybe they're going to make a fuss because neither of my children were wearing masks. Maybe that's the fuss. I continue to get...
I have a question. Why a lot of people have this? Do you really think you are the protagonist of the story? Yeah, and it's like you are being defensive. Like, okay, if you choose that your children do not use mask, it's on you. It's not my children. I don't feed them. I don't spend money on them. I'm not going to be with them if they get sick or not. It's your decision. It's your responsibility. Why be like, oh my God, they're criticizing me because my kids do not have masks? Bitch, everybody is in their own world. And yes, this is a very weird syndrome, or I don't know what it is that I have seen here.
In line, and I noticed that they get in line right behind me. And this was a very long line. It was like wrapped down the store. There were only 2 clerks checking people out. So I had quite a bit of time in line with them. And it wasn't until we got a little bit closer to the cash register that they finally picked something up. But as we were in line, there was a really nice lady in front of me, and we were speaking about...
Was she white?
And just life, I don't know, life right now. And I was doing that.
I know I'm being petty, but this is a fake story, so we can be bitches. Let's be bitches.
Where you kind of nod and smile and act like you're listening, but really your ears are elsewhere. And I was listening to what's saying behind me. And this is when I knew, for talking about my children for purposes that were not appropriate or not, that didn't sit right. We were talking about like their eyes, their face, and everything. And then the thing that...
Okay, so I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt in this and say maybe she hear them say, oh, such beautiful kids, oh, their eyes or their hair or cachetes, I don't know how to say this, cheeks, blah, blah, blah. I think the Martinez family is Mexican, right? I'm going to speak right now like we are a monolith. We are not, but I have to make generalizations. In the Mexican culture, in our world, it's very accepted that we will tell you whatever we think is beautiful about you, or whatever we find like good. Like, oh my God, you smell so good. Like maybe you use a perfume and it smells so good in you, and we will tell you. Oh my God, you look so good, or your hair is so beautiful, your eyes, your skin, your face, your body. If we are in confidence, let's say we are friends and you have a fabulous body, I'm going to tell you like, oh my God, you look so fucking good. Your ass is fabulous, okay? But yes, I have noticed that here in the States, it is not appropriate to tell this stuff, okay? And I got in trouble more than once. Maybe that they thought I was like a pervert or something, but I was like, oh my God, your eyes are so beautiful. But kind of intense, so yeah. So in this, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the couple was like, oh, they're gorgeous babies. Maybe.
Disturbed me the most.
But still, let's not forget that everything is a lie. Her attempted kidnapping is a lie. But I think that she is one of those liars that grabs little bits of truth to make the lie more convincing. Kind of like that.
Was that the gentleman said, sorry, this is really hard to, the gentleman said to whomever he was talking to on the phone or whatever, sorry, the boy will be easier because he's not wearing a mask, so the mom must not really care about him that much.
She is the protagonist of her story, and the story was written in Wattpad. I didn't know what that was. When I knew, I was like, oh my God, what is this? That's called, Wattpad, right? Yeah.
As we get closer to the front of the line, the lady in front of me says, you know what, you have the two kids, you go ahead. Mind you, the kids weren't throwing a fit at all. She really wasn't doing it to she was just being kind. And she just said, I wish people would do more kind things, and gave me some. So I check out quickly, 2 items. I walk out, call David, my husband, and I say to him, if we had a code word, we talked about having a code word before, if we had a code word, I'd be using that right now. He's like, what the heck?
Apricots.
I think someone was following.
Whoever seen New Girl, apricots.
Me in the store and talking about the kids. He's like, what are you talking about? And as I'm saying this, I feel someone walking right behind me, and I turn around, and sure enough, they are right behind me. They did not buy anything at the store. They must have put down whatever they had picked up to pretend to buy, and followed me out. They notice me, notice them, so they go like they're going to their car. And I start walking more quickly. I look up at my car, and there's a white van parked exactly right next to my car. So to just play out where...
Here, for context, the white van, it's a trope that they use in cinema and TV. The perverted people always have a van, okay? But here in the States, the reality is a lot of people have vans, and a lot of people have white vans because they are like for your work. So it's totally normal to see a shit ton of white vans everywhere, okay?
So I see that van, and my stomach just sinks, and I don't know what to do. I'm too afraid to change the direction I'm going. I can't explain what I was thinking. There was no logic. It was very just, I was terrified, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I walked straight to my car, had the stroller right next to me, and I didn't lock it, and so he just slides barely out of reach. As that's happening, I see the couple walking towards my car, and they walk around, not the full perimeter, but half of the car. They go back and forth around half of my car, and they're doing that thing again where they're not looking at me. So I don't
know why I'm imagining her just stalking the Martinez couple, just in her car with her babies, just stalking them and watching them to try and elaborate this story, this fiction. It's what I'm imagining, okay?
Can't make eye contact with them. I'm looking right at them, but they won't look at me. And while they're doing that, they're holding hands. And I'm gonna show you, if I can, kind of how they were. So they were holding hands kind of like this, like they had their hands like this. They weren't actually holding hands. He had something in his hand, and she just had her hand like this.
Bitch, maybe they were going like this. I'm not going to explain what this is. Somebody else do it.
They're walking towards my car, towards my stroller, and I'm just saying to Dave, this is happening right now. What do I do? This is happening right now. Do I leave? What do I do?
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm too afraid to say something to them. I couldn't.
Did you guys saw Las Aventuras del Emperador? This movie where Kronk is like doing his own soundtrack, like dun 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 dun. That's also what I'm picturing.
Couldn't do it. I don't know why bother me. And then as I go to, I decide I'm just gonna throw Finley and the stroller. I don't even care about the stroller. I'm just gonna throw Finley in the trunk. I'm gonna jump in the trunk. We're gonna close this car. We're getting out of
the
here.
Baby.
All the while, I'm so focused on this couple. I'm not paying attention to the van. It's almost like that's become irrelevant to me because that was kind of speculation in the first place. But I open the trunk. As I'm opening the trunk, it goes boop, boop, boop. Finley is next to me, but there's a hair of a second where I can't see all of the stroller, you know what I mean? And in that hair of a second, they had taken 2 steps forward towards the stroller, then 2 steps back, then 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back. It made no sense.
Maybe they were dancing el payaso de rodeo. No? Okay.
It was obvious what they were doing. And that last time he reaches for the stroller, and by the absolute grace of God, someone is parked just a few spots away, just close enough to see what's going on, but not close enough for the people that are involved in trying to take my child to notice. And it's an old man. He must have been like 80 plus years old. Looks at me and he has this mask on and his eyes get so big, kind of asking like, do you need help? And I just yell, excuse me, can you please help me? And this little man just comes running over, and the couple, whatever they drop, they didn't drop anything. They just don't stop reaching for the stroller, run, get in their car, drive off. And in that moment, I feel a rush behind me, and I turn around, and there is a man right behind me. And he kind of plays it off like, do you need help with something?
Baby girl.
And I just like look at him. I'm just paralyzed. Like I can't talk. I'm just, he gets in the van, shuts the door, and just drives off quickly. And I drive off and I file a police report. And that is the extent of that. It's taking everything in me just to share this story. So here it is for you.
It's taking everything in her. Well, she's empty because this is an empty story.
Just to share this, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel a lot of shame.
Shame
and guilt around the fact that I wasn't able to act in the way that I know that I should have.
And now she's crying.
Is that this inspires.
Okay, so let's discuss this horrible video. First of all, she lies with an ease that chills me. Wait, chills me? Okay, my skin gets like, oh my God. She gives me the heebie-jeebies because she's lying like like it's her first nature. Okay, so in my mind, that leads me to ask, is this the first time she has done something like this, where she racially profiled a Hispanic couple, okay? And she was like, I'm going to try to implicate them in a fake crime. I'm going to go to the police and try to ruin their lives. She saw an opportunity to further her career and get clout with this, and that gives me pause, okay? Because it's not like she invented this story and she invented a couple. No. She racially profiled them. And why I am saying she racially profiled them? Look, I never was a part of a minority until I got here to the States. Never in my life. I never walked into a room and was like, oh, I'm part of the minority. No, never. So I know when somebody gives me grief, they have to search for me because I'm part of the minority. The majority of people are white. Okay? And I know she is from California and this happened from California, and there's more people, more Hispanic people, I think, in California than here in the Midwest. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt in that. But still, for me, is very convenient because it's like, the only freaking Hispanic couple that you found on Michael's and you were trying to pin a kidnapping of babies, okay, on them, that's a horrible fucking crime. Because what are they going to do with the babies, you know? Okay, so if there's a criminal lawyer here, what's up? And tell the class, I want to know if the Martinez couple, if she was successful, okay, and she and her horrible lies affected the Martinez couple to the point that they were convicted of this. I know I'm like getting very ahead of myself, but let's do it. Let's say her horrible evil plan worked. The Martinez couple got arrested, and then they have all of this process that you have here where you put a jury and a judge and blah, 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 and they got convicted. How many years do you get for trying to snatch a baby? Like 20. So imagine, she would have destroyed their lives, everything, their family, their friends, for generations, everything, okay? So that's why I am not okay that she is only facing 6 months maximum per count, because she's accused of two things, so it's like a year in jail. I'm not okay with that at all. She lied. She tried to destroy the Martinez couple, their family, their lives. Why is she getting just a slap on the wrist? Why? This to me sounds like that horrible woman from Central Park, Amy Cooper, yeah? That she got mad at a bird watcher. His last name is also Cooper. Remember that? Yeah. She got mad because he told them, hey, lady, you need to follow the rules. Your dog cannot be here. There's dog parks like elsewhere. And she was like, no, I will do whatever I want because I'm a Karen. What's up with that? But okay. And she called the police and she's like, I'm going to tell them that an African-American man is here threatening me. And I'm like, really? You needed to go there. You went there, Karen. But yeah. So I want the same attention to this. She, what's her name? Katie Sorensen. She is a menace to society. And I'm not fabricating shit here. We can see it in her video. She spun the yarn. She invented all of this fiction that supposedly happened. She implicated somebody. All for her career as a momfluencer. That's cold. That's horrible. That's like no moral, no ethics, no soul. Okay? So she is ridiculous. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Oh my God. Another thing. She has a GoFundMe. They say that her mother put the GoFundMe. She's trying to raise $50,000 for her legal defense, for Katie Sorensen's legal defense. And I'm like, really, bitch? Really? You should be giving that money to the Martinez family. Because let's get one thing straight. They were accused of something horrible. And sometimes your reputation never recuperates. Never. Okay, so tell me what you think about all of this. For me, she is a menace to society. If you don't think they were racially profiled, okay, you don't think that, but still put yourselves in the position of the Martinez couple, in the shoes of them, and imagine that you see yourself and your partner in the media and they are accusing you of possibly snatching babies. How much will your lives be affected by an accusation like that? okay? And she abused the system. For that, I consider her a menace. And she did it with such ease that I don't think this is the first time she has done something horrible. But hey, I'm just a Mexican lady with an accent that speaks very slowly, giving her opinion. That's all, okay? So, you tell me what you think, okay? And thank you for seeing my video. Thank you for everything. We will see each other when we see each other. Bye!